Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper Chronicles. Today we're coming back at you with another tool video. This is a tool that I found at Lidl. And Lidl, I've done a few of their videos. I've done a few videos of their tools, I should say. Usually when I go there, it's pretty convenient. They kind of popped up in a lot of locations by me, so they're pretty, like I said, they're pretty convenient. There's one actually like right across the street from where I live, and there's one about a couple of miles down the road. So I usually go there shopping, and I always stop by. They have like a little section of like home goods, and they have like tools and stuff, and I always stop by to see what they have in their tool the little tool section. Sometimes I find some interesting things. This I found actually in their bargain bin. And before we jump into this, if you find these videos at all helpful or entertaining, could you please give me a like and also subscribe to this channel. Yeah, I found this in the clearance bargain bin. It was originally $3.99 and I got it for $2.79. This is an 8.07 inch or 205 millimeter adjustable wrench, and kind of interesting that it has this kind of this cool grip that I kind of like. It's more comfortable than the usual adjustable wrench grip, which is something along the lines of this. This is the Pittsburgh 8-inch adjustable wrench, and these wrenches are kind of comparable in quality. So let me put this one aside and let me open this one up. And here, this one has all of Lidl tools, or Parkside. That's their brand, their house brand. And here in the back, doesn't say much, just adjustable wrench. Says retain packaging for future reference. I wonder what reference you would retain this for. And where is this made? It's made, says here, made in China. So Chinese made, no surprises there. Kind of up in the air about the warranty from Lidl Parkside tools. Some of the tools say 3 years. Some of the tools are just whatever, 90 days, whatever the regular merchandise return policy is. So kind of a little murky there as far as other tools. If they're not marked a particular amount of time or years, then I just assume that they are just regular 90-day return with receipt style of tool. This one doesn't really say. I don't see any warranty information on this. Okay, it's a 8-inch adjustable, and it has these, what do you call them? This laser etching that's popular now on a lot of adjustable wrenches. You can see here, Parkside 200 millimeter, and they have this laser etching, and I guess it gives you the size in millimeters. And there's the 0, and it's pretty precise with it closed. It's pretty precise at the point of closure there, where it's pointing at 0, which kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting this scale to be like that accurate, but it looks pretty precise there. Here, more laser etching. Says made in China, and the IAN number there. Here's a look of the handle. This handle is kind of rubbery on the black and hard plastic on the red portions here. Feels pretty comfortable in the hand, and you can see how thin the handle is underneath the cover here. You see that on the corners there. You see how thin it gets when it goes through the cover. And like many, like probably all, I'm kind of confident in saying all China made adjustable wrenches, new ones or whatever, you can't take them apart. You can, but it's more I don't know, kind of more difficult, I would think, because all they do is they put a pin in and they peen the pin. They don't bother to thread like in the old days. If you got an adjustable wrench, 9 times out of 10 it was a threaded pin that was peened also, but usually it was kind of easy to unpeen, and you can remove the bolt. This one, I guess, is a little bit more involved, because once you remove the pins, then you have to find a way of shimming the pin out of the body here. And this pin doesn't look like it's moving. It looks like the peen the pin and the body there also, so it's not rotating or anything. So kind of kind of another step that is cost effective. If why would you to save a few pennies, why would you bother to thread that if you can just shove a pin in and peen it and it's good to go, supposedly? But there you go. Another thing is, I don't know, some people mention on these cheaper ones that the broaching that goes all the way through this hole here that's broached, it isn't always perfectly straight with the jaw or parallel to that flat line there. So what you find is maybe up here is a little bit more loose, and then as you go down to here, maybe it's a little bit more tighter, and this one seems like it's kind of more loose up here than it is down here. So that just shows that the quality control isn't perfect on these. The broaching kind of is a little bit off, so you get spots where there's more wobble in the jaw than there is maybe down here. So that just $3, you're not gonna probably get the best quality. Yeah, this is on par with the Pittsburgh I showed just before. They're not high quality. They're okay, they're decent, they'll do the work, they'll get you through, but they're not precise. And I think personal opinion here is that that's okay, because when you're kind of reaching for an adjustable wrench, you have to take into account that it's an unprecise tool as is. Even the best quality ones are, it's just the nature of the tool that is going to be imprecise, because to make the tool work, you're going to have a certain amount of mismatch tolerances. You know, you can't, if this was perfectly tight, it would probably be hard to work with, you know, and, you know, if you needed to work with it quickly. You can get this, you know, you can get it really good quality and do, you know, put the best effort into the quality here, and of course it's going to be more expensive. But when you're reaching for something like an adjustable wrench, me personally, I'm not too big of a stickler for it has to be like super tight tolerances. This is more of a tool that's like, what would you call this? Easy access and kind of more simple than going through a whole wrench set and figuring out, let's say if you had 1 or 2 bolts that you needed to remove, and you know, you didn't have a whole series of bolts, and you don't want to break out your wrench set and figure out the sizes if you know, if you're not too used to sizes of bolts. With this, you could just break this out and put it on the bolt, tighten it, and remove those 2 bolts. By the time you would break out your wrench set or whatever, or get a proper wrench for whatever you were trying to do, you would be already finished with this. And that's kind of the convenience of an adjustable wrench for small things, for simple things, for 1 or 2 bolts. You know, it comes in pretty handy. And another thing is that, as you know, I like collecting stuff, so collecting tools is that it's like everybody made one, an adjustable wrench. Most, I'd say 90% of tool companies in the US made some sort of an adjustable wrench from the start of pretty much the 20th century, over 120 years ago. These started appearing, and you know, so there's a lot of collecting there if you're inclined to collect adjustable wrenches. Okay guys, that's all I have for now. Alright, until next time.